And since we're already down the lane, because I would never address it any other place, but you get the scoop.
What's up, everyone? Shaquille Mahjoudi here for CBS Sports, and I'm not sure there's a more decorated household in professional wrestling. 2 multi-time world champions, 2 WWE Hall of Famers, but they oppose each other as coaches on Season 2 of WWE LFG, premiering June 22nd on A&E. Undertaker, Michelle McCool, how are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, all that goes out the window when it becomes when we compete. So
yeah, I don't like to lose. I mean, I hate losing more than I like winning, and I definitely do not like losing to my husband, which doesn't happen often. So,
oh please.
So, are you guys like a board game family? What does the competition level look like in a regular day in the Taker McCool household?
It's bad. It's a problem, actually. We should work on it. Everything's a competition.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like who can take the trash out the fastest? So who
can throw the ball for the dog the furthest? Who can?
It's really stupid. Our competitive, just and yeah, it's just not good. Yeah.
Sometimes
sorry.
Because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was that?
No, please, you guys go. I'm here to hear you guys talk.
I was just saying, sometimes I do have to let him win, but it's,
Please.
Michelle, how do we get from appearing as a guest coach on Season 1 to becoming a bona fide coach on Season 2?
You keep my smile. What were you going? You're about to say.
No, well, contrary to what people believe, a lot of people on the what do they call it?
We're very sarcastic by nature. That's why I had to watch. I was going to say, of course, my husband, he gets me everything. That's what I was going to say.
Yes, I got Nikki fired, so I could bring her in.
Yeah.
Did not get her fired.
I'm so sorry, Taker. Someone's gonna run with that headline. I promise you.
Oh no, they are.
Oh, they already have.
Oh, they already have. That's why I brought it up. Yeah. And if we're not, and since we're already down the lane, because I would never address it any other place, but you get the scoop. It was like when I was presented the opportunity to be a coach, she was presented the opportunity at the same time. We couldn't do it together because of her, kids, and
it was too much.
It was too much, and that's why she had the few spots on Season 1. We were trying to figure out schedules and what it would be like
if I were to do Season 2.
If she was to do Season 2, we get it worked out with
Don't give the
childcare.
world all that. Let them have fun with all the others.
I'm already down the rabbit hole now with it. But so yeah, that's kind of how it happened. That's why she was involved. Originally we thought it was going to be even have more occurrences in Season 1. But again, we got it worked out, and she was able to do Season 2.
Oh, nice to have you on board, Michelle. I'm sure those appearances got cut short when you went behind Taker's back and started helping out Mickie James.
Look.
On that note, though, Michelle, have you gifted any more of your husband's legendary moves to your pupils on LFG?
Right?
No, I haven't. You
didn't even benefit yourself with I only had like 5 moves anyway.
Right, and some of them are already being done by other people, so why not give it to Danny? She put it on smooth.
Yeah.
And she asked you for permission, so mad respect.
That's yeah. I would not have. I couldn't imagine being in Danny's position.
No.
And have to come up to me and ask me to use one of the moves.
I might have.
Yeah, I mean that, but that is kind of to the setting of the show. Mm-hmm. These kids are put into situations that I couldn't imagine.
No way.
At being at that point in my process of becoming a professional wrestler, sports entertainer, to have to go up to a Bruiser Brody or Black Bart or any of those guys that I had to share a dressing room with and say, or ask them, hey, you mind if I do this or if I do that? I was like, no. Back then you were seen and not heard. And, but kudos to her for having I can't say what I was going to say.
Courage.
The courage to come up and ask me.
That's what he's trying to say.
That's what I was trying to say.
I'm glad he has you here to help him through this interview, Michelle.
No.
Michelle, we have WWE Evolution coming up. It's been too long. I'm glad to see that we're back here after 7 years. Will you be present? And whether or not that's the case, what kind of role would you like to play if you got the chance?
I have not been asked. If I were asked, I would love to do it. I do think it's been too long. Look, the roster is deep with talented women. I mean, it blows my mind the amount of women that we have in WWE right now and the level of athleticism that they have. Would I love to get in the ring and mix it up with any of them? Absolutely. Do I think I could? Absolutely, for one night. I could. I might not be able to walk for another year. But no, absolutely. I would love to do it. I think I just have so much passion for the business. Any chance I get an opportunity to do something like that, I love doing it. So yes, I would love to be there. I would love to do something, keeping my ringer on, crossing my fingers, and we'll see. I would love a Laycool reunion. Layla's kind of been back in the mix since Hall of Fame, so.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I saw a story going around in the aftermath of Worlds Collide where Conan on his podcast said that you, Undertaker, were interested in getting involved in WWE Creative. Is that something you're looking to pursue? Is that something that you'd like to start doing on a regular basis?
We have discussed it. We're trying to figure out a way. Answer your question, yes. But it has to be able. I have to figure it out. I have to work out my schedule, and because it's a really large ask to be part of the creative team, and if I can't commit to it 100%, then I don't want to do it. I don't want to be more of a distraction than I can be of an asset. So the one thing doing LFG, it has kind of sparked that creativity that I've kind of put on the shelf since I retired. If we can figure out where I can be most effective, and in a way that it works with, my life here and, my other commitments, then I'd definitely entertain being part of creative in some aspect.
Okay, well, let's pick the creative brain, get you warmed up for what may or may not come. Jey Uso recently lost the world championship. I talked to Paul Heyman, and he really emphasized how big of a needle mover Jey Uso is for the company. It was a bit of a short reign. I know his father Rikishi was sort of upset with the length of it. What advice would you give to Jey now that he's reached the mountaintop and is, I guess, looking towards that rebuild process?
Yeah, I don't know that it's necessarily a rebuild. I think, you have to look at the number. You look at the reactions that he gets, how long those entrances are. I used to get accused of having a long entrance. My goodness. I'm a sprint to the ring now.
People weren't dancing to you.
No, but that was where I was going. I mean, the audience is so engaged. He'll make his entrance, come out of break, still be, ready going for round two. I don't think just because he lost, it has to necessarily hurt his place. I don't think the title is going to define Jey Uso. He was already well on his way long before he got, before he beat Gunther. Was it a short run? Yeah, it was a little short. But I don't think that's going to define Jey as an attraction, as a draw. He is a bona fide top tier guy now. And, if you worry too much about not being the champion, I think it hinders your creativity. I mean, it's just it's a bump in the road. I don't think that it's going to be a detriment. I think it's more so I think the people who follow things and are always looking for drama on the internet and looking for some reason to be up in arms. You know, I think it's kind of it's overblown and overthing. I think Jey is going to be a main event guy for years to come. And yeah.
Last sort of creative related question for you. R-Truth is taking a really amazing pivot, doing something really exciting right now. What do you think the biggest takeaway is on a macro scale from his situation, from getting released to making this comeback that seemed really spurred by the fans' love and appreciation for him?
Can I just say that he is a national treasure? And that's like, he is.
Please.
He is a national treasure. He should be protected at all costs because he is the greatest, funniest human being.
No, I mean, he brings so much to the table, entertainment value. And now, you know, obviously, again, there is a big pivot there with, I guess, the direction he's going to move in. But you know, it's just another example of staying engaged and being ready when you. I always tell people that all the talent really goes on a big wheel, and the wheel goes around. Sometimes you're at the bottom, and sometimes you're at the top. Sometimes you just kind of, you know, you don't make a full revolution, but you have to be ready when those times come. Yeah, I you know, this is a new. Go ahead.
Which I think was the biggest thing with Truth is no matter what he was given at any given time, he made it work, and it was so freaking entertaining.
And as this
and is, he'll do the same exact thing with this.
Yeah, you know, I don't really, you know, I really hadn't had many discussions, you know, with any of the higher ups about what happened or how it happened. I know most people think, you know, that I know everything that goes on, and I really don't. I couldn't, you know. I'm trying to engage more in the product, but I don't know all the ins and outs and why the decisions are made the way they are. But again, he's taking the ball and going to run with it, and I'm happy for him because he's always there. He's always in the pen, right? He's always in the bullpen. Like when you need something, he's there. And it's really nice to see him potentially getting ready to do something even at a higher level. So all that, you know, God's plan sometimes, you know, you just don't know. You don't know how it's all going to work out. But I'm happy for him, and I can't wait to see how the story evolves.
Last thing before we circle back to LFG on the way out here. Last week, you both opened up about some health issues that Taker was having. I'm going to respect your privacy. I don't want to ask about that. But there was an adjacent story that I did need some more info about. What happened to the nail that Michelle lost? Did you, when giving you the Heimlich maneuver at that steakhouse, did you find it on your plate?
Oh, it was at.
Is there a chance that Taker ate it?
It was at
your house. Okay.
Talk about that.
Probably.
Yeah, you brought it up at the same time.
Oh, probably because of how I saved your life. I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, did we ever find the nail? Did he eat it?
Life that night. That was scary. But yes, my fingernail flew off, and then, you know,
trying to give me the Heimlich.
Trying not to scare. My daughter was like in a panic because of my finger. So we just kind of keep going on eating our meal, and then all of a sudden
it was wedged between my broccoli and my steak.
Like, he didn't eat it, but he didn't eat it though. He didn't eat it.
No, I didn't eat it, but it was there. It was in my plate.
I just glued it back on. I'm just joking. Yeah, he didn't eat it.
Kids always chew your food.
Yeah.
Perfect. Last question, guys, because we got to bring this back to LFG ahead of the Sunday premiere. Sunday. Mm-hmm. There's some big personalities on that show. I'd like this answer from each of you. Taker as sort of the vet and Michelle as the newcomer. Who got on each of your nerves more? BJ Ray's limitless cockiness or Booker T's braggadocious approach to coaching?
Man, that's a great question.
I'm going BJ.
You're going BJ?
Sorry, Book cracks me up.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's Booker. He wore me out, man. He wore me out. And he thinks he's going to outwork the worker too, right? I can see completely through his.
Oh boy, you know that's about to come back again.
No, I'm just saying. He is trying to be the master of mind games, but and that was Booker's whole. That was his whole thing, is trying to get in everybody's head. And
do you think that changed this season?
No, absolutely not. It is not changing one bit.
Not one bit. No.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Book's gonna be Book.
Yeah. His energy is it's awesome, but man, there were times where I just like, oh man, just get hoarse or something where you can't talk. I just he can talk.
I'm telling.
So
maybe
sure
next week he'll be on my side for something.
He can talk longer without saying anything than anybody
it's great.
I've ever
It's an art. It's an art.
It is an art.
It's amazing, actually.
That's
why it's so impressive to me that I don't get annoyed. I'm like, I wish I could do that.
And the thing is he really is a really good coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For what he brings to the table, he's a very, very good coach. But my goodness, trying the mind games were just like, oh my gosh. Like I'm always in there thinking, like, does he think this is actually working? Does he think he's in my head? And but you know.
No, I think when he keeps going, he starts like, if I keep going, he believes it.
Yeah, he starts believing.
And then he just gets amped up again. And
but it's cool. It's a lot of fun. There's such a interesting dynamic from Book's end of the chairs and Bubba's. And, you know, what a spectrum. You know,
I feel like a ping pong match sometimes.
Yeah,
it's between Booker and Bubba.
It's yes, and Bubba's regional titles.
Oh,
jeez.
Well, I don't think there is a better sell for season 2 of WWE LFG premiering Sunday, June 22nd on A&E. Taker, Michelle, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good to see you again.